Right. We are back with another Chase or Not, talking about Confiscate. It's a spell card from Foundations. If you control two or less creatures, gain control of target opposing creature. Then if you control one or less creatures, gain control of each opposing creature in Vanguard supports with base cost 18 or less. So really powerful effect, but the conditions have to be right for it. So I think the best way to build around this is going to be going um, as creature free as you can so that you can just keep stealing creatures from them and anything else they play. So it's probably going to be a really good control card. So let's look at what we have as far as controlling our opponent goes. We can build in creatureless win cons. So we can go with Guff, um, Jace, Perfected Mind, um, Vanguard, and let's see if there's anything else that will force a creatureless win. You go with Ensnaring Bridge, or not Ensnaring Bridge. What's that one? Uh, what was it called? Millennium Calendar. No one really uses this card, but if the battle goes long enough, you can just stall and win there. And then let's take a look at anything else that we might want to use to steal cards from our opponent. You got Teferi's, or not Teferi's Response, we got Desertion is the one that steals cards. If it's a creature, um, definitely want some gem conversion here. And then, yeah, just whatever else will round the deck out. Maybe some draw. There we go. Okay, let's see how this goes. See if we can use the no big deal to last night. I enjoy there's a scratchy static like noise in your stream. I don't know what that's about. And it's just in the streams, huh? Hmm. Grab Confiscate, since that's what we're trying out here. Nothing to use it on yet, though. So I guess we'll power up Desertion. Yeah, like a connection loose somewhere. Huh. My headset is in all the way, so I don't know. I'll have to listen back to it and figure it out. So it looks like they're not playing very many creatures either, I don't think. Okay, let's see what happens when we confiscate. Can do that too. So now it's ours. Did we get anything from him for doing that? I don't think so. So let's find another opponent that's maybe a little more creature heavy so we can actually benefit from using confiscate. Which I don't know if she will either. Mana gains are so bad, it probably won't be putting out a lot of creatures anyway, so okay. Let's see if we can steal Arachnos. In the meantime, we can send it back while we wait. Okay, Talented Telepath will hopefully grab us a Confiscate. Hmm, I guess that will work too. Let's just keep playing the game. I could win right here, but by triggering the third ability, but I want to see if they play anything interesting here. Hmm, Bone Miser, interesting. That was just their own creature anyway. Let's move on to the next battle. Not running into great matches to test this card out very much. Use this Jace often? Not really. He's my favorite one to go to for mono blue, but I just don't really play mono walkers that much in any serious event. But actually, I just did play him this event, and I really liked him. But he's a really good control planeswalker, and I just don't really play a lot of heavy control. I mean, I can um, when the situation calls for it, but I prefer to win fast. Oh, that would be good to confiscate that Felia. Yeah, let's do that. You stole um your little token too, which is cool. What else did I steal from? Millennium Calendar, Cryptex. Oh, I stole a demolition field from. That's good. I think what it would have been better if I played that first and then stolen the Vanguard instead. But that's fine. Need this ley line. Get some mana. Another Elspeth. But now I won't be able to use Confiscate because I have too many creatures on my side. So, I don't know. I'm thinking perhaps a snag and sack strategy is a fun one for this card because you can use it to power up your own side of the board when you destroy things that you steal. So we could try that. Draw some more. So Velia is kind of a better stealing creature or stealing card for me because it's doing it every turn and there's no restriction on it. So far, not super impressed, but it could just be the matchups I'm getting. It was cool in that last game. It did more than it has before. So here's what we're going to do. We can confiscate creatures and then destroy them with the Gitrog, and then just keep taking stuff away from them. Maybe we could go all in, throw in some villainous wealth and Aegis, kidnap. Go heavy into creatures here, or tokens. Let's see, what was I looking for? Chalk outline. Gitrog 14? No, it's 15. Oops. Load. And some mana ramp. Okay, this will probably be more creature heavy here. Yeah. Oops. Oh well. Okay, what creature is that? Oh, did I steal anything from them? No, I don't think they're playing much. Do this. Are detective tokens colorless? That must be why they converted to a bunch of stuff. I just assumed they were green. Okay. That went fine. I think the rest of the cards in my deck were just too strong for it to do much. So Sword of Forge and Frontier was triggered. What's that do again? Oh, okay. Um, let's see what else we can try with it. I mean, I think it's just really situational. It depends on the caliber of opponent that you run into, whether or not it's going to be that useful for you, and when you draw it and all that. Confiscate, confiscate. I don't know. I maybe I just keep destroying the things I should be stealing, but I don't know. I guess you could go one or the other. Didn't mean to do that. Oh, yeah. Well, I kidnapped it anyway, so maybe if they play another creature, I can steal that too. But then I just stole a bunch from them there, so I mean, I hate to say it, but it's just really not doing a lot for me, at least in this deck. And then now I don't have room for it anyway, so um, to use it. So I don't know. Maybe it's just because the deck itself is so powerful that there's just not a lot of room to get any benefit out of what it would give you, but I don't know. Go with red and blue. just go red burn. You easily go pretty creatureless with um, Rawl here. Too many spells. Um, Mystical teachings. We'll see. Is this any good? I don't know. Well, this person's trying something because they have 13 wins under their belt. We'll see what they're up to. Confiscate. Keep that in my hand. Trostani. Okay. Steel Trostani. Make a few Thopters. Take that. Kellen. No, guess it didn't matter what I picked there. But that's actually a cool little thing you can do with Chaos Warp and Brass's Tunnel Grinder because you're always going to get a card with no mana in it. And that will then trigger, that will let you trigger Brass's Tunnel Grinder. That's a fun little combo there. Okay. Well, I think I've seen enough about this card. And yeah, so I think the card is situationally really good. It's just that that situation you kind of have to both build for it and wait for it to happen. So I would say for the vast majority of people, it's not going to be a big chase, I don't think. Um, I think that it can be a very strong card and it fits a really specific play style very well. But if it's not your thing, then you might not feel like chasing after it. But if you are somebody who loves to play with your opponent's cards, I think that this is a really good one for that. I think it's up there as one of the better spells for taking things from your opponent. We've had other cards in the past that are even more restrictive than this one, and this one isn't too bad as far as the restrictions go. So if you like playing creatureless, you like blue, and doing all the things that go along with it, then it might be a chase card for you. But I think for many people, I think they might get this card, get really excited, and then their excitement will be tampered a bit after playing it and finding that it doesn't do a lot for you a lot of times. It can do a lot for you. It just, in practice, so far, I haven't seen it do enough for me to really consider it a chase card. But I don't know. I could be wrong. If somebody's out there who's does actually have this card and can tell me what sort of awesome things they are doing with it, let me know and maybe I'll change my mind about it. But for me personally, it's not a chase card. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed watching that and seeing what I was able to do with it. And yeah, I will see you with the next card soon.